Hello YouTube, what is going on? Shardsy here, back with another gameplay commentary for you today. This is a 76-8 domination on Dome, 6v6 obviously. This is a 100+ kill fail. My team won 200 to 78, and these kids on the other team were absolutely retarded. They were trying to shoot down my Pavlo with a USP. Anyways, I don't want to get too much into the gameplay. I am using a P90 with extended mags and rapid fire. This gun fucking eats through people. This gun just tears people up and shits them out. It is an awesome gun. My perks that I'm using are Scavenger, Hardline, and Stalker. And I'm using the Assault Strike package with the Predator, AH6, and Pavlo. Today I wanted to tell you guys another story about me. This one I think you will thoroughly enjoy. So about 2 years ago, my brother got a BB gun for his birthday. He turned 16, got a BB gun from my parents. And so my mom, before he could use it, told me to go try it out. So I went over to my mom's house. She lives in a condo community, kind of out in the country, but still, you know, urban. And it's a bunch of apartment / condo areas facing a big open field. So I took my brother's BB gun, walked behind all the apartments, into this common area, and walked back to this dirt mound where there's construction. Took my brother with me. He went back because he didn't want to shoot the gun. He got scared of it for some reason. I started shooting the gun. I was out there for about a half hour, you know, listening to music, just shooting his BB gun. And as I was walking back through the common areas, I noticed a police helicopter. And I didn't really think anything of it because, you know, helicopters fly over all the time. And then I heard someone yell something, but I couldn't understand it because I had my headphones in and I thought it was just one of the neighbors on their porch or something. Well, the next thing I noticed, I was frozen and I was shocked and I was on the ground. The gun fell out of my hand and I was laying on the ground convulsing. And apparently what had happened is a cop had pulled up behind the common areas, drove in back behind me, yelled at me to put the gun down. And I didn't listen because I had headphones in, and so he tased me. And so I was laying on the ground, kind of convulsing and tased, and all of a sudden, SWAT team comes out of nowhere, police helicopters hovering above me, get AA-12s or SPAS 12s or whatever the shotguns they have, AR-15s, hand in my face, and the cops like grab me and sit me up and they're like, what are you doing with a gun in civilian areas, blah blah blah, all this stupid shit. And like, you know, they waited for me to kind of get back to my senses before they asked me questions, before they just kind of left me laying there, which kind of sucked. But the funny part of this is one of the cops picked up the gun and just started laughing. And it was like a Reno 911 moment. Like, he picked up the gun, looked at it, he goes, oh my god, this is a BB gun. And all the other cops started laughing. You know, they unhandcuffed me, they talked to me for a few minutes, and they were like, you know, we're extremely, extremely sorry for this, but we had to come in because we got a call from someone saying there was a guy with a long gun or a rifle walking back, you know, behind their common areas, and they didn't feel comfortable with it. And I was like, yeah, I know, I understand. I was like, sorry I didn't listen to you, I had headphones in. And he's like, sorry I had to tase you. But if you have never been tased, never, ever get tased. It is the worst feeling in the world. It burns, it hurts, and it fucking sucks. It sucks major balls. That was my only real experience with police officers. I've never really gotten into much trouble as a kid. But anyways, speaking of cops, man, there's been a lot of zombie talk in the news lately. I'm gonna go ahead and read you this story. You may have heard about the guy who was overindulged on bath salts and started chewing off another guy's face. You know, the cop shot him, but nothing happened. But there's this other story that comes from New Jersey, where this 43-year-old man was barricaded in his room with a knife, and he was planning on hurting himself, according to the news and the cops. And the cops kicked the door open and ordered him to drop the knife, and he ignored them, and he stabbed himself 50 times in the abdomen, neck, and legs. They tried to subdue him with pepper spray, but it didn't. All it did was like make him pissed off. And then what he did is he started throwing his intestines at the cops. Like, he started ripping out his stomach and throwing, you know, his guts at the cops. And man, I don't know what to do. If I was a cop, I would just be in shock. I'd shoot him, honestly, because that's fucking crazy. But it seems like, you know, the past week there's been like all this zombie talk. Maybe we're in for a zombie apocalypse. You know, maybe there's some guy secretly in a laboratory. You know, there's a guy probably in a laboratory like, oh my god, I'm going to develop this virus, and, you know, zombies can happen, and you know, whatever. But anyways, I thought you guys might like that story. But go ahead and like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to me. My name's Shardsy. I'm out. Have a good day, YouTube. Peace.